I stepped out of the Pine Valley HOA meeting, my friend Tom by my side and Carl trailing at a distance. I caught Lisa, the HOA president, whispering venomously to Carl, "I want him out of here, whatever it takes." A smirk crossed my face as I left the building. Those words were gold, and the hidden recorder in my jacket had captured every syllable. Lisa had just handed me the key to her downfall. My name is Daniel Harris, a retired attorney who left Chicago's corporate grind for a quiet life in a Pine Valley cabin. At 42, I traded skyscrapers for a 1,900-square-foot retreat by the lake, hoping to write my novel and escape the migraines that haunted my city days. The first weeks were paradise. Eagles soared, neighbors brought bread, and silence replaced sirens. But peace was short-lived. Lisa Carter, Pine Valley's HOA president, first crossed my path at a community meeting. Her tailored suit and icy stare screamed control. "We have standards here," she said, her smile as warm as a winter storm. A week later, a violation notice arrived. My cabin's paint was non-compliant. I repainted it mountain mist gray, costing me $1,200. Days later, another notice claimed my grass was too tall, despite being under 2 inches. I measured it with a ruler, baffled. When I called the HOA, Lisa's niece dismissed me, saying I lacked community spirit. The violations piled up: a towel on my balcony, a misplaced trash bin, imaginary weeds. Within a month, I'd racked up $750 in fines. My security cameras caught Carl, a retired cop turned HOA enforcer, photographing my property at dusk. Then, at dawn, Lisa and Carl moved my trash bin to stage a violation, laughing as they snapped photos. This wasn't about rules, it was personal. Lisa had a vendetta against my cabin's previous owner, who challenged her. I'd inherited his fight. At the next HOA meeting, I brought a DVD of the footage, ready to expose them. But Lisa shut me down, claiming my evidence wasn't on the approved agenda. Carl loomed, flashing his old police badge. The room stayed silent. Fear kept neighbors in line. Lisa ruled like a dictator, hiking security budgets for Carl's cronies and dismissing concerns with condescension. When an elderly man questioned a new fee, she sneered, "Maybe Pine Valley isn't for everyone." Outside, Sarah Miller, an architect, approached me. "Lisa does this to anyone she dislikes," she whispered. She'd faced 5 violations after questioning Lisa's rejection of her landscaping plan. Sarah revealed Lisa had driven 3 families out with relentless fines. We met at a diner outside Pine Valley, where Sarah exposed Lisa's power grab. She'd ousted the fair-minded former president, Robert James, and rigged meetings to silence dissent. Residents suspected Lisa funneled HOA funds to her brother-in-law's company, but fear kept them quiet. I upgraded my security, adding hidden cameras inside and out. Lisa responded with a notice demanding I remove them for aesthetic reasons, ironic, given her obsession with control. Then, a red-lettered $1,000 fine appeared on my door. Carl swaggered up, warning, "Life's easier if you play by the rules." I shot back, "Tell Lisa my cameras work perfectly." This was war. I called my law school friend, Mark Evans, a real estate attorney. He confirmed Lisa's inspections were illegal break-ins, and Carl's badge flashing was felony impersonation. I studied Pine Valley's bylaws and Colorado law, finding Lisa's actions violated both. With Sarah's help, I met Robert, the ousted president. He revealed Lisa had threatened to expose his wife's depression to force his resignation. He gave me original HOA documents, proving Lisa's rule changes were invalid. I sent a cease and desist letter to the HOA board, detailing their crimes with video evidence. Lisa's response? At 5 a.m., Carl and his goons pounded on my door, waving a fake emergency inspection order for a non-existent water leak. I recorded them storming in, rummaging through closets while I protested. The police arrived too late, calling it a civil matter. Later, I found a hidden camera on my bookshelf. Lisa wasn't just harassing me, she was spying. Enough was enough. I hired private investigator John Reed, who uncovered a cesspool of corruption. Lisa paid Carl $3,000 monthly as a consultant, unapproved by the bylaws. They were lovers, hiding their affair while funneling HOA funds to Carl's security firm. Lisa had embezzled $300,000 for a pool at her vacation condo. John also linked her to a real estate scheme. She harassed owners until they sold cheap, and her son-in-law snapped up the properties. Then, a break, Emily Clark, Lisa's fired assistant, met me at a coffee shop. Trembling, she handed me bank statements, emails, and a spreadsheet listing. Problem: homeowners. My name topped the list, marked for environmental pretext, removal. Emily confirmed the hazardous materials expert from a recent raid was Carl's nephew, an AutoZone clerk. The final straw came when Lisa's team staged a midnight environmental emergency inspection. Carl thrust a forged document at me, claiming my cleaning supplies were toxic. His men trashed my cabin, slashing cushions and rifling files. I recorded everything, live streaming to Mark's server. Carl smirked. This is HOA territory, we're the law. They ordered me to vacate in 24 hours or face a $20,000 fine. I stayed calm, knowing my cameras had their every move. The police shrugged it off, but Emily's documents changed everything. I shared them with journalist Laura Bennett, who saw a national story in Pine Valley's corruption. Sarah hosted a secret meeting of 20 harassed residents, where I proposed synchronized lawsuits to bankrupt Lisa's defenses. The room buzzed with hope, until a neighbor burst in, warning Lisa knew about our meeting. My phone pinged. Security footage showed Lisa and Carl taping my cabin with fake condemnation notices. We raced to my property. Lisa shrieked, "This property's condemned!" Carl flashed his badge, but I called their bluff. "You're committing criminal trespass." Neighbors gathered, phones out, as I revealed Lisa's embezzlement of $1 million. Sarah uploaded the footage to our community board, and it exploded online, shared nationwide. Sirens wailed, state police and FBI agents arrived, investigating wire fraud. Lisa's face paled as they addressed her. "We need to discuss your embezzlement." Carl's bravado crumbled. The crowd cheered as they were led away. My lawsuit demanded $2 million for damages and civil rights violations. 17 others sued, overwhelming the HOA's insurance. Lisa was ousted, and Robert returned to reform the HOA. The insurance company settled, $1 million for me, $1 million for a resident fund. Lisa got 5 years in prison, Carl, 3 years probation. Pine Valley became a symbol of HOA abuse, with news outlets swarming. I rebuilt my cabin, funded a community center, and started a website to help homeowners fight HOAs. My bond with Sarah grew into love, and my quote, "I won because I refused to be silent," went viral. From my porch, I watched the lake, free from fear. Justice took cameras, stubbornness, and the law. If your HOA's gone rogue, fight back, the truth always wins. Oh, and I sent Lisa a postcard from prison. "My cabin, my rules." What do you think? Was my legal revenge justified, or did I go too far with that postcard? Share your HOA stories and thoughts on playful jabs and conflicts below. Let's spark a debate.